Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So students, in the previous class, we already have started with this chapter, that is pollution of air and water, and we have understood that what is the importance of air. Then we have also seen that how air get polluted. Actually, there are some of the substances which causes the air pollution. What is an air pollution? The undesirable changes that occur in the atmosphere, in the air itself, which degraded the quality, which lowers the quality of the air, is called as the air pollution. Now, who is responsible for that? It is the air pollutant. The substances remain suspended in the atmosphere, in the air, that are responsible for degrading the quality. They are called as the air pollutant. Now we have understood that what are the different causes of the air pollution. So basically the first cause is the natural cause. So volcanic eruption and forest fire is one of the cause which causes the air pollution. So a lot of soot or harmful gases and the ashes, smoke, these all are released along with it. Not only this, in the volcanic eruption if we talk, a lot of poisonous gases also comes out of it. Okay, so that is the natural one, but we know that the human activities, they are the major one. They are the basically responsible for for causing the air pollution. So deforestation is one of the factor which increases the amount of carbon dioxide. Then factories, industries, burning of fossils. These all are what? These are some of the causes by which the air pollution is caused. Then we have also understood that what are the different air pollutants and how they are harmful to us. So we have understood about the carbon monoxide and how the carbon monoxide combined with the hemoglobin to form the carboxyhemoglobin and prevent the combination of the oxygen with the hemoglobin. Then we have also understood the oxide of nitrogen and sulfur, that how they are responsible for causing the acid rain. Okay, so basically when they remain suspended into the atmosphere and when the rainfall occurs, it combined with the water to form the acid rain. Now let us move on and see the other one more before we go further and try to understand about the carbon dioxide, student. There is another pollutant which we call as a CFC. CFC is what? Full form of CFC is chlorofluorocarbons. Chlorofluorocarbons, this is what CFC, and it is responsible for the ozone depletion. What happened? You know that the formula of ozone is O3. Basically the oxygen, the three oxygen, they have combined with each other, and when this chlorofluorocarbon comes here, it will combine with the oxygen. It will combine with, or it will break the bond between that of the ozone molecule, and ultimately what? It will result into the ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is what? That is the layer, it will become thin, and the resultant is what? That can cause an ozone hole also. So we can say that ozone depletion is caused by the CFC. From where this CFC is released? Aerosols, air conditioner, refrigerator. These all are the sources to which this CFC is evolved. Okay, so we can say here that is, okay, so aerosol, AC, refrigerator, they all used to release this chlorofluorocarbons which enters to atmosphere and causes the ozone hole, or they are responsible for the ozone depletion. Okay. Now these are some of the air pollutants. Along with it, there is another air pollutant, student, and that is carbon dioxide. So let us try to understand that how carbon dioxide is harmful or how it acts as an air pollutant. So first of all, we must know that what is the importance of a carbon dioxide. So see, there are two importance of a carbon dioxide. The first one is, you all know that it helps in performing the process of a photosynthesis. Okay, all the plants, they need carbon dioxide as a raw material to perform the process of photosynthesis. So the first one, it helps in performing the process of photosynthesis. Okay, the second one, it also helps in maintaining the temperature. Maintaining the temperature of the Earth's atmosphere. Okay, it also helps in maintaining the temperature of Earth's atmosphere. Now, so these are some of the important things. So how we will consider it as an air pollutant? So see the second one. Here it helps in maintaining the temperature, it helps in making the earth warm. But what happened? These days, the percentage of the carbon dioxide is increasing day by day. What is the reason behind it? So reason is that is deforestation. One of the factors is deforestation. The second one is the burning of the fossil fuels. So when the complete combustion occurs, then this carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. And there is no trees because we are continuously cutting the trees. Okay, so cutting the trees on a large scale, you know, that is a deforestation only. So the carbon dioxide is not utilized by the few amount of the trees which is present, and ultimately the percentage of the carbon dioxide will increases. And when the percentage of the carbon dioxide is increases, that will help in increasing the temperature. Okay, so this is how we can say that the carbon dioxide acts as a pollutant, since it is responsible for increasing the temperature of the earth. Okay, earth atmosphere. So we can say here that it acts as a pollutant as it is responsible for increasing the temperature of Earth's surface. Okay. Okay, that's why it acts as a pollutant. From this, there is an effect that we call as a greenhouse effect. Let us try to understand what is a greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. What is a greenhouse effect, students? So before we go, try to understand this term, that is what is a greenhouse. Basically, we have already studied about that a greenhouse, and we have seen also the greenhouse. So greenhouse is what? It is a house which is made up of a glass. Okay, and there, especially in that of the cold climate, the people, they prefer the greenhouses in order to grow the herbs. Okay, now the problem is that the climatic condition is not good for the growth of the herbs, so we need that amount of a temperature. We must have to provide that proper climate for the growth of the plants in it. So we used to prepare a house, and this house is what? It is made up of a glass. Now, what is the quality of a glass? The glass allows the sunlight to enter into it, but it will not allow to reflect it back outside. Now, the same thing we will going to apply with that of our earth atmosphere also. So, greenhouse is what? The name is given greenhouse because it is a house which consisting of the green plants in it. That's why it is a greenhouse. Now, what is this greenhouse effect? So, the similar effect which is there in that of the greenhouse, it happens with the earth atmosphere also. Here, the glass do not allow the light to reflect back into the atmosphere again. It helps in trapping the heat, it helps in trapping the light, and ultimately it will provide the proper temperature for the growth of the plants. And in the earth atmosphere, similar thing happens. Here, the carbon dioxide gas is present. Now, what is the role of a carbon dioxide? How it help in maintaining the temperature? How it help in trapping that of the heat? See, when the sunlight enter into the earth atmosphere, most of the light is what it is absorbed by the earth atmosphere, earth surface, and some of them get reflected back. So a part of that which get reflected back, it is also trapped with the help of the carbon dioxide, and ultimately that will help in increasing the temperature. So carbon dioxide is having a unique property that it used to trap the sunlight which is falling into the earth's surface, and it do not allow the light to get reflected back into the space again. So due to which what happened, it will help in maintaining the temperature. Now what happened? These days the deforestation is increasing. These days the vehicles, the use of the fossil is increasing. So due to which the complete combustion occur and carbon dioxide is released along with the other gases. So this carbon dioxide, percentage of the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere also increases a lot. Now when the percentage of the carbon dioxide is more in the atmosphere, it will going to trap more amount of a heat to it. More amount of sunlight will be trapped by the carbon dioxide gas, and ultimately due to which the temperature rises up. Okay, and this effect is called as the greenhouse effect. Okay, so why greenhouse effect? Because it works similar to that of the greenhouse. Okay, so this is the greenhouse effect. So we can write here the greenhouse effect is what? That is the trapping of the radiation the trapping of the trapping of the radiation by Earth's atmosphere by Earth's atmosphere is Earth's atmosphere with the help of greenhouse gases. That is called as the greenhouse effect. Okay, so with the help of the greenhouse gases, the sunlight, the radiation is trapped by the earth atmosphere. That is called as the greenhouse effect. Now let us see that what are the consequences of these greenhouse effect. What will be the result of this greenhouse effect, and what are the different gases which causes the greenhouse effect, which we also called as a greenhouse gas. So along with the carbon dioxide, there are some other gases are also there, like methane, then nitrous oxide, water vapor, carbon dioxide, These all are the different gases which are responsible for causing the greenhouse effect, and that is why we called it as a greenhouse gas. Okay, now what is the result? What is the effect of the greenhouse gas? Basically, these greenhouse effect result into the global warming. Why? Because the heat is trapped by that of the carbon dioxide, and globally you understand that the carbon dioxide is emitted to all over the world, and due to which it will increases the temperature, making the earth warm, and that will lead to global warming. Okay, so we can say here that deforestation, global so see here, deforestation, and human activities leads to an increase in the percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay, which traps heat, and does not allow to escape, into space. As a result, the average temperature of the Earth's atmosphere is gradually increases. Okay, and this will lead to the global warming. Okay, so basically the deforestation and the human activities, this will lead to an increase in the carbon dioxide, and basically the role of the carbon dioxide is to trap the heat, and ultimately the temperature increases, the average temperature increases, and this will lead to the global warming. Okay, now here what are the measures that has been taken, or what are the measures that a person can do in order to reduce the air pollution. So we have understood that what is the cause, what is the effect of the air pollution. Now let us try to find out that how we can reduce the air pollution. So it is quite difficult to prevent at all, but yes, we are able to reduce the air pollution. So different measures have been taken by the government also, students, and different campaigns are there which aware us to reduce the air pollution. Okay, so the first one is use of measures to reduce air pollution. First one, use of CNG or unleaded petrol in vehicles. Second one, no to crackers. Okay. Third one, use of alternative fuels. Then awareness regarding polluting the environment. Okay, pollution regarding the environment.